A work of art, be it Rembrandt or Baskema, must have that magical ingredient of correct composition. Call it a layout, call it design, it all adds up to one vital point. You've got to put your picture together so it's both pleasing to the eye and gets the message across clearly and interestingly.
The simpler, the better. That's the first rule of marvel composition. Make your designs exciting and powerful, but keep them easy to understand. Also notice how the important elements of this panel fall within the shaded area.
Important elements are grouped together rather than scattered. The shaded area, or prime shapes, are sensed by the artist as he draws. Never draw the shape first. Never squeeze elements inside of it.
The picture is sketched out with the shaded areas taking form in the artist's mind. Sometimes, after a picture is drawn, too many important elements fall outside the basic shaded area.
Now, in such instances, the artist just changes his drawing until everything falls within a pleasant, unified mass. You want to train your eye to find the patterns, and you'll soon see that the most complicated picture will lend itself to similar analysis as soon as you look at it.
The camera angle is another vitally important element of design. Like a movie director, you, the artist, must give the viewer's eye the best possible shot.
Here we see Dr. Strange entering a room. It's a flat, unexciting camera angle, nothing dramatic or unusual about it, but by changing the camera angle, see how the scene has a sense of urgency, of impending drama. Now here's good old J. Jonah Jameson yelling at Peter Parker on the phone. It's okay, but in a word, blah. Now, look at the intensity of this angle. Poor Petey is really getting it now. And here's Dr. Doom, being his usual rotten self. It tells the story, but nothing more. New camera angle, new Dr. Doom. You see, it's more menacing, it's more compelling. In a word, we now have a better layout.
Let's see camera angles the way any ordinary comic book company might do it, compared with the Marvel style. We'll use an Avengers story as an example. Here's how it would look in an average comic book.
Here, a monster is breaking into Avengers headquarters. Next, a reaction shot of our three heroes. And here we see Cap, Iron Man, and the Vision rushing to do battle. Now that's old Shellhead taking a swing at the big bad behemoth. And here we see the monster about to do our hero irreparable bodily harm. Now Cap and the Vision are pondering their next move. These panels are drawn okay. They tell the story, the characters are recognizable, but they're lacking in raw drama and sheer excitement.
That's because most of the layouts are too vertical, too straight up and down, and the heroes are too stiff. They lack the power that Marvel Comics have.
You know, we could go on forever, but it's easier just to compare and see how it's done the Marvel way. For example, look at this close-up of the monster breaking in. He looks like a monster. He's dangerous, menacing, super strong, and deadly. And the three heroes aren't standing around like a trio of simpletons. With Iron Man in front, there's a feeling of movement here due to the placement of the figures. There's more action than the simple looking straight on panel. See the action, the drama, the feeling of power generated by our heroes? There's no comparison to the other example's uninspired side shot. Iron Man slugging the monster the way a superhero should, like he means it. Here, he doesn't look like a ballet dancer, like in the other version. Are you starting to get the picture? Look here. You can almost feel the power as Iron Man struggles to break free. Finally, the two Avengers look much more graceful, and the tilt of their bodies gives the feeling of far more urgency and excitement. Now, without any comments from us, see if you can tell why the second version of the next examples are infinitely better than the first.
Watch for interesting perspective shots and variety in the size of the figures, and less emphasis on putting everything in the center of the panels.
And if you still can't tell the difference between the fair layouts and the good ones, keep studying. I mean, we don't want you to end up working for the competition.